Oh my gosh, this place is just loaded full of hogs. Hunters told me that there was a big problem down here, and there's 100 of them right there. They must be down there stirring them up. We have got to get more hunters out here. Hope you're seeing this, guys. This is the kind of problem we're having going into early summer. It's just way too many hogs out here. We have really been doing some serious hunting today. I am just amazed. We've shot a lot of hogs, but I am amazed at the packs of hogs. They seem to be packing up, and they're running in numbers like I haven't seen in a long time. This is a part of the ranch where they have just been running through here in 20, 30, 50. We saw some hogs earlier. There had to have been 100 hogs in that one pack that just went running through. We normally don't have this many hogs this time of the year. I don't know, I guess conditions were just right for them to breed, and just the numbers exploded. They've done well. I guess if you're a hog, they've done really well. So we're walking through the brush right now and see if we can pick up another pack like what we saw earlier here today. If you like to hunt and you like pork, you're not going to find a better opportunity. And a lot of people ask me, is this pork gamey? Is it wild? And I'd bet you $100 at the table, if we did a taste test, you could not tell the difference between wild pork and domestic pork. The meat is extremely mild. It's not gamey. We serve it quite frequently in the lodge. Hunters come back for seconds and thirds. This is some good food. There's plenty of pig trails through here. Okay, we have actually come on down here into the honey hole, and here's a pack of really big hogs. These are every one of them a trophy. They haven't seen me yet. Plus from down here I can hear those turkey gobbling. Okay, now they're seeing me. There's about 6 hogs right in there. I probably should not walk over there without a gun. This could be dangerous. They're looking at me. They're probably going to take off. I'm going to see if I can pull this off. Okay. There they go. This is down in the honey hole. We had 3 groups hunt down here, and they were in and out in no time. They took all the meat they could carry out in less than an hour. Every one of them. These hogs get a little brave down here. I am in their territory, walking down here like this. I'm going to have to keep my eyes on them, because I may have to run. I'm out here without a gun, and those are some big hogs, and I can see his teeth from here. He would just love to rip a leg off of me. I could be his trophy. He got him a ranch boss. Okay. There's one, some walking away. Those littler ones are walking away, but that big one, he's looking at me. I hope this doesn't go down as one of the more stupid things I've done in my life. Sneak up on him. Okay, let's see how close I can get before something happens. I hope that's not a mama sow. Boy, she'd cut at me for sure, because I did see some smaller hogs. It's hard to see in this stuff, it's so thick. don't think you guys can hear the turkey. Oh yeah, there's even more hogs than I thought. No, they didn't want to mess with me today. My lucky day. They're just moving on back. They're getting out of here. This is my personal favorite place. There's turkey back here. There's hogs. This is where we see the bobcat back here. We've never seen any mountain lion down here, but this is where the bobcat liked us down here. This is a slough that we have down here in the honey hole, and this thing holds hogs when we're in a drought or a hot time. This is a good place to come look for hogs up and down this slough right here. They love it. We just had a serious rain yesterday, so the water's been freshened up down here. This is hog heaven. Hogs couldn't be happier. Coming down here to this slough down in the honey hole. Alright, we're on the southeast side of the honey hole, and the turkeys are gobbling big time. Don't know if we're going to be able to pick them up on this little recording device here. I'm going to shut up for a minute and just walk and see if you guys can hear all the turkey that are just on the other side of these trees. If I don't scare them, here we go. I'm going to be quiet. Okay, there they are in that field. You can see that brighter area. There's a bunch of turkey out in that field. Let's see if I can get close enough to them. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up in this video here. There is a whitetail buck. There's a pond over there, and I can see his horn sticking up. I can't zoom this thing far enough to see it. I don't see the turkey now. Alright, we are looking down to the far southeast end of the honey hole, and this, people always ask me, where is the #1 spot on the ranch? This is it. It doesn't get any better than the southeast corner in the honey hole. It's the lowest elevation on the ranch, right on the edge of the creek, and when the hogs get to moving, it's like they have a built-in altimeter, and they run right to this area. I can't remember the last time we hunted this without success. Southeast corner. Gotta ask for it by name. We'll put you down here. You'll be happy. Okay, here's a big hog. Doesn't see me yet. It's just milling around. Let's see if we can zoom in. That is a good eating hog. Boy, if I saw one of my guides doing what I'm doing, he'd get a piece of my mind. This is dangerous, but I'm gonna see if I can get close to that hog. He doesn't see me yet. He's in that tall brush right there. He's coming right to me. I'm busted. He wasn't in the mood to fight today. And that's why I get braver every time. I don't know if it's braver or stupider. I could see his teeth. He wasn't in the mood to mess with me today. This is a rare place on Mother Earth to have such a ecosystem like this that supports the wildlife that this place has. It's just amazing. You can see that red blind down there. People have asked me, how come you paint your blinds red? Look at that red blind down there. I have red blind, blue blind, yellow blind. They used to be all green and camoed, looking all cool. But when a guy would call me, he says, I'm at the green blind next to the big tree under the cloud. I'm like, oh boy. I got tired of that, so we can't mess up anymore. You get the red blind, the blue blind, the yellow blind. What are you at? And you know what? Animals could care less. And it's worked real well for identification. Big 4-man blinds, that's the way to go. And that's the only blind, actual quote-unquote blind that we have built down here in the honey hole, because this is a swamp area, and there are times that this entire area is under 10 or 12 foot of water, and I have gotten disgusted with having to replace my equipment. But we've been lucky for the last 8 or 10 years. I haven't had a massive flood. Well, maybe not that far, but I haven't had a massive flood down here in a while, so so far we're doing pretty good. This is a good time of the day. It's the evening, and their animals are all over the place. There's a turkey again. This is turkey season in South Texas, and they're gobbling. We don't hunt them here on the ranch. We're too busy with hogs. But they sure are beautiful animals. And this is somewhat of a haven for them. Since we don't hunt them, they're happy here. We are somewhat in the center of the honey hole. This is a thick, thick forest growing in an old river bottom. There's grapevines down here that have to be 100 years old, just massive grapevines. You just go up 100+ feet into the trees. Some of these grapevines are just massive. They just twist and wind. These are all grapevines right here. A good 10 inches round. This is a trail that we cut 5 or 6 years ago right down the middle of the honey hole. And when we cut this trail, we couldn't help but come down here and see all the hogs that would be running up and down this road. And we therefore named it Hog Run Road. Spend 30-40 minutes down, an hour down here, and you're going to see some hogs running up and down Hog Run Road. It's one of their favorite places to be on the move. This is the leading edge of the honey hole, and we've marked it well with red marks on the trees. You can't miss them. And when the guys are doing the spot and stalk, this is where they stop. We don't walk down there. Now there's nothing to restrict those hogs. They can come up out of that bottom anytime they want to. But we have found over the last decade, they don't want to. And that's why we've made it a premium area, because that's where they hold up. That doesn't mean that the guys on the north side and the south side of the ranch don't do well, because they do. And we shoot a lot of big hogs on the north side and the south side. So when you're doing your walk and you see these red marks, you know what it means. Turn around. But as you can see, there are no fences. Those hogs can come up out of there anytime they get in the mood to. But that's the kind of terrain and thick stuff that hogs like. And we've marked these trees every so many feet, so there's just no accidents. Anybody walks down there, it's dangerous, because there's other guys down there with guns pointed back up, and someone would be belligerent to go past these marks. It's just dangerous. So this is part of our orientation about paying attention, following the rules. Our rules are for safety reasons. How could you miss that? I'm just on foot walking, and you can see how these trees are marked. You can't walk up to this leading edge of the honey hole and not see these red marks every so many feet. And it's worked well. This is something that we came up with a few years ago, and it works well. It keeps everybody safe, keeps everybody in their own area, and that's the way we want to keep it, safe. There go some more hogs. Oh, they're just all down here. There are so many of them down here.